And you can hear me well, right? Yeah, great. So welcome everyone to this final session of this mini-series of the Community of Practice. So we have like mixed feelings, but always happy to come together and practice together. So we are going to be practicing connection and kindness today to say goodbye, or more like a see you later. So just making yourself as comfortable as possible. And this is like taking a definite change in posture. So the body helps settling the mind by adjusting the posture. And just if you're sat on a chair, feet flat on the floor, like grounded, and just letting yourself relax on that chair, the sofa, wherever you are. The back upright but not stiff. We don't want to be uncomfortable. And sometimes I just roll my shoulders back and lowering them just to relax a little bit. And if you're feeling comfortable closing your eyes, but if you don't feel comfortable, you can play around with your eyes, opening them, closing them, just like with your side down on your desk or the floor, just trying to minimize distractions. So I'm going to close my eyes for this practice. And just remember that you always have choices during this practice or any other practice. If you're doing this on YouTube later. So all the practices are just an invitation to cultivate certain qualities of the mind and the heart. But they're just that, an invitation. So you have choices, and remembering your anchor, the breath, or simply just being. If you don't feel like following my words. And starting by bringing awareness to this body, to your body, sitting or lying, whatever position you are at this moment. And being aware of the points of contact between the feet and the floor, and seeing if it's possible to start making peace with gravity. This universal law that is always there, holding us, supporting us, and sometimes we're just resisting. And giving the weight of the body to gravity. Seeing if it's possible just to soften a little bit any sensations in the body. Relaxing the buttocks and legs on the chair. Softening the back and the chest. The arms. The muscles in your face and the head. With the head completely balanced, being held by the spine and the neck. And sometimes it's useful a tiny gesture in the chest, like opening your chest, with this attitude of openness and dignity, Sometimes it's also helpful for the practice, like an inner smile. Why not celebrating that you have made space in your diary to come to this practice today? We all have many things to do. We are all so busy, and we decide to make room for this practice today, to come to this encounter with our life and our mindfulness bodies, to celebrating and appreciating this opportunity to be together practicing. And now, tuning into the sensations of breathing in the body. So noticing where in the body is more comfortable for you to follow the breath, to be with the breath. Not only that is more comfortable, but is more vivid, and your attention can rest easily in this part of the body. It could be in your belly, your chest, your nostrils. It could be the whole torso breathing, like rocking, moving. And just tuning into these sensations. It's not like, oh, I'm going to breathe now. No, the body was already breathing. And we are just like joining this dance, this rhythm of life. Noticing the full duration of the in-breath and the full duration of the out-breath. And perhaps if the breath is not available as an anchor at this moment, you can always explore with all the anchors in your body, the feet, sensations in the seat, the hands. And just moving in close to these sensations as best you can. Not like striving or making a big effort, but just a light touch. As Sue usually says, and I love it, a light touch of attention. Not a fight to be there. And it's very likely that the mind is already wandering away from this point of anchor. And it's okay. It's useful to notice where the mind went. Noticing perhaps the thought, the anticipation, a memory, worrying. Just noticing. And gently coming back to your anchor, to your breath, all the sensations in the body. This is the practice. It's as simple as that. It's not that it's easy. And we just bring these attitudes of playfulness, a little bit of patience, and no expectations of how this practice should be. Just being with your anchor, with your breath, as best you can. If there is any unpleasant sensation in the body, seeing if you can let it be there. It's already there, So instead of fighting it or trying to avoid it or to ignore it, which is natural, who wants to feel pain or who wants to feel intense sensations? So the invitation is to just allow it to be there, creating some space without any expectations, without wanting it to change quickly or to move or to fade away. Just creating this loving space and bringing some kindness to these intense sensations in the body. And using the breath and its kindness, the breath is naturally kind. It brings life, oxygen, and it releases what is not needed anymore. So perhaps using the breath to breathe into these sensations and from these sensations. And this is just the practice of being with what is. No matter what is, just being with it. Remembering that you have resources and that compassion requires action to be there, to be present. And then when you're ready, coming back to your breath or your anchor, steadying the mind. And now the invitation, as we're coming to the end of this series of this community of practice, is to reflect in this space that we have created together, this community of practice. To reflect in this connection we have, the connection we've built together. Perhaps exploring how you feel when you come here. Perhaps warmth, kindness, acceptance. Reflecting in what you've learned from this community. And reflecting also in all that you have given to this community with your presence. With each in-breath and out-breath. By reflecting on this community, allowing yourself to experience that warmth, that kindness in your body. Feeling accepted, valued, more than valued, feeling invaluable to this community. You are invaluable to this community, to this practice. And what you're doing here is invaluable to people around you as well. What is it like to feel loved, invaluable, accepted, safe? What is it like to feel all these qualities that we've been cultivating during these sessions and feeling in the body these qualities. Allowing the warmth and kindness of this community to permeate your body. Where in the body you can feel it. And again, appreciating your commitment to come here to practice with this group. Appreciating and celebrating that we share our breathing, our awareness, and our compassion together. And now the invitation is to expand those feelings of kindness, warmth, compassion to the rest of the community, to all of us here tonight. You may not remember all our names, which is okay, but you may remember our faces, our smiles, our presence, perhaps even our pets and homes. And just expanding those feelings of kindness, of warmth, compassion, those feelings of being accepted, loved, invaluable to all of us here, like ripples on a very clear lake, reaching out. So these ripples of compassion and kindness and warmth are reaching out, but allowing yourself also to receive those qualities of the heart. You are being also the recipient of this kindness. So allowing yourself and opening yourself to receive and give. So giving and receiving with each in-breath and out-breath. Wishing all of us here to feel safe and well. To be happy and to be able to share happiness. Wishing all of us here that we feel accepted, invaluable, loved. Wishing all of us here wisdom and that we can make good decisions. Noticing how does it feel in the body? This act of kindness and compassion towards yourself and others. Maybe it doesn't feel any special, and it's okay. So just reflecting on this community and your mindful bodies and sending well wishes. as best you can. And now, as a community, seeing if we can expand more and more those ripples, those circles of awareness and compassion. Not because we want to change the world or because we want things to be different in the world, just because we want to share compassion and kindness, and that's it, without any expectation. So these circles expand more and more, reaching out people in your neighborhood, your town or city. And it's just kindness, compassion, warmth, good wishes to everyone without any preference. We are just humans, simply humans, trying to do our best. We might make mistakes on the way, perhaps many mistakes. And we're just learning. Each one of us is just learning how to be a human as best we can. So just expanding this compassion and kindness to more and more people, covering the entire continent, the rest of the continents, the whole planet. So including not only humans, but other beings and nature, and wishing them well, that we can be safe and well, that we can be happy, that we can be at peace and have wisdom to make good decisions, and allowing the breath to permeate not only your body but the rest of the planet and people around. So all of us breathing together. And now coming back to a sense of your body, sat on the chair, lying on the bed, grounded. And I'm going to share a very short poem called Kindness. And it says, I have seen sad and dark places, many sad and dark faces, with kindness and warmth shown in our ways and being. We can be the brightness in someone's heart. We can be the one that gives the world its meaning.